Alright, good morning everyone. Welcome to the stream. I'm Art Wenzel. This is Microsoft Flight Simulator, as always. Hopefully everything's going well for you guys. We're fueling up the plane here in Papeete on the island of Tahiti in French Polynesia, which is part of the Greater Republic of France. And we're going to be flying over to Nadi in Fiji. Let's see if I can get some exact things right. We're at a Faa'a International Airport. We'll be flying over to Nadi International Airport in Nadi on the island of Viti, Levu in the country of Fiji. You can see we're fueling up. I believe those are the gallons or whatever it is. Probably the gallons. I'm not sure if that's the weight. But since we don't have... This is the first time I've actually seen the whole truck just plug right in because we don't have a ground fuel for this parking spot, which is pretty cool. We're on Air Caledonie International, also known as AIRCALIN. We're flying, real-life flight is in the Airbus A20N, and we're using the FlyByWire A20N. Good things to work. And we're on flight 631. We're going to be taking off in about a half an hour, I would think. Real life flight takes off 9:10. I have it set to basically, I have the local time set to the same as my local time, so it's about 7:03 in the morning in sim time here in Fiji. It's also 7:03 real time where I'm flying, where I'm actually living right now. So, because in real life, I think it'd be about 2 in the morning in Fiji, so we don't want to do that. And the real life flight is in the morning, so let's do this way. All right, anything else we got to run down? All the live traffic you see around is FS live traffic liveries run through FS HUD ATC, which we're using for ATC. We got GSX Pro, which obviously is showing us the fuel truck, power, pushback, all that good stuff. Hopefully it all works. Hopefully sim doesn't crash like it did at the end of the stream yesterday. We're looking good on temps right now. So, the United Airlines over there, like a Air Tahiti. Bunch of Air Tahitis just randomly parked, like. So we get to see the airport today. Last night we came in, or when we landed, it was already dark, so didn't see too much. So let's get inside. You can see still 7 minutes to go on the fueling. We're fueling up to 13,000. I can adjust this. Let's get that up to around 13.5. Our payload, you can see we got 148 passengers, 400 kilos of cargo, zero fuel weight is 58,292 once we're loaded. And our center of gravity is going to be 31.5%. So let's get over here, turn these screens up so we can see what we're doing. The sun is rising. We'll do a cabin, our cockpit preparation right here. Make sure our parking brake is set. Flaps are down, speed brake is retracted, engine master switch is in the off position, ignition normal. We are in the idle detent for our thrust levers. Right here we got the landing gear down and anti-skid nose wheel steering set there. Go up top and we'll start clearing some white lights. Wipers are in the off position. We'll put the strobe to auto, nav logo light and the wing light on at this point. Seatbelts will remain off. No smoking auto. Emergency lights armed. Crew oxygen supply will wait on that. Ground control on. Start aligning the gears. IRS. Do our fire tests. Got external power. Let's get those batteries switched on. No other white lights. Clear. We'll get the APU fuel pump on, and we'll start up the APU so that once the passengers come on we'll have some air coming in. What do we got for outside air temperature right now is 26 degrees, so we definitely want to get that APU going, get some air flowing. Flap is open, and start. Exhaust. Not sure if the flap is actually where that is on this plane. There. Where the intake flap is. That's definitely the exhaust. Usually it flaps in this area. Let's see. I'm not an expert on the A320 at all. So. Alright. That's looking good. Fueling. Doing really well. We're going to be aligned with our IRS in 3 minutes. APU is available. Go down here and check out the air conditioning. You can see right now it's 31 in the cockpit. We need to cool that off. It's too hot for me. Back here looks good, 24 degrees. So it's already, everything's set to cold. I believe this just makes it auto, I think. But we'll kind of keep an eye on that. Already cooling off back there. All right, let's get some things set up in the flight computer really quick before we get the passengers coming on. Right here, our data request from SimBrief. Then we'll go to our init page again. All right, and we can double check this against the SimBrief. Make sure our paperwork and the flight computer are matching up. I'm always blown away when I look at my YouTube. I'm looking at the stream on YouTube, and it's telling me I have -2 concurrent viewers. I don't know what that's about. So that doesn't make any sense to me. Oh well. Some things. All right, let's put that on. I need that for later. Okay. So all right, we got our flight, Alpha Charlie India or AIRCALIN 631. We're in the A320 Neo. We're taking off from November Tango Alpha Alpha. Check. November Foxtrot Foxtrot. November is our destination. Check. Alternate. November Foxtrot November Alpha. Check. I believe that's the other airport on Viti, Levu. We're going to be flying out of that at some point in the R72. I think that's, but it might be somewhere else. Cost index of 15. We're going to be cruising flight level 360. Ground temperature right there, 50. That doesn't seem right. There we go. And request our winds and temps there. And we'll go to the next page. You can actually start filling all this in. Well, let's start getting the passengers on. Thought I had to hit a button in here, but actually it all integrated with GSX now. So once you pull your stuff in or you put it in, whether you're pulling in from SimBrief or you put it in manually, all your fueling and everything controlled right in here, and it'll really nicely. Alright, so we're going to be 58 to 92, so 58.3 and 31.5. 58.3, 31.5. Fuel, we're doing 13.5. Your takeoff weight right there. Calculator. Takeoff weight, perfect. Alright, so 71.6. Landing weight's gonna be about 62.7. We're looking for. Don't need more crew. We're already on. Back into the sim brief. Go to the raw. Right here, average WC. We got a wind component of -20, so we got a headwind today. I'll adjust a few things for extra fuel time and all that. Good there. And then go to the performance page. And okay, guys, show you what I'm looking at. This is it's called BAS Airplane Toolbox. I need to put a link for this in the description. But this is what it is. It's a nice basic little calculator, and it has a lot of different planes. Unfortunately, it still doesn't have the when I do this, it won't tell me my takeoff trim. Kind of weird. But otherwise, you can pick all kinds of different planes. It'll pull in your sim brief information. It'll pull in the MEDAR. Gotta wait for a second. What's going on? Oh, we got the passengers coming. There they are. Really cool. So as passengers are coming on, you jump over to your GFB. You can actually see it coming on right there. Pretty cool. Let's see, you can see they're coming on. 1, 2. They'll slowly start filling in. You'll see them filling in the seats.
Good evening, ma'am. How are you? I'm doing good.
Okay, so that's the first bus load. Probably should have, I think we're going to have multiple bus loads. This visual is going to be low.
Passengers bus is coming.
All right, let's get back on here and get this going. All right, so in the calculator, we have in our takeoff weight. We're not going to have the anti-ice on because we got plenty of temperature right now and no real cloud cover or anything. We'll have the air conditioning on, packs on, engine bleeds on, flaps, we want the optimum and the flex optimum. I'll just pick up the right things for us. I've got the MEDAR data in there, and all we got to do is hit calculate. It's going to give us what we need. So you can see our config is going to be flaps 1. No flex temperature, we're going to be going toga. E speeds 149 for RV1, 149 for the rotate, and 155 for RV2. Transition altitude is 9,000 feet, and we'll be engine out at 1100. I've been getting this 1100 a lot. Calculations lately, so we set it to be that the default. So we are set on the performance page. There comes another bus. Kind of a little sketchy textures there. That's a little bigger.
Passengers boarding started.
It's a croak. Yeah, the bus. Oh, there we go. This bus, they have a lot more doors too. At first bus, they just had was that little van. Sorry about that. Let me remove the calculator. Love to see it. It's pretty cool. I think we're should be done on fuel, right? Oh yeah, fuel truck is gone. So we missed the. Fortunately, missed the how much that fuel cost that loading it up. Alright, let's get back in here. Air conditioning looking pretty good. Alright, so we got that. Let's go. I'm going to check out my checklist. So the toolbox actually has a checklist as well. That VAS toolbox I was talking about here. So he's got a checklist. And let's go through it. Before start checklist. Cockpit prep. Cockpit prep. Completed. Ear pins and covers. Removed. Signs. On. Auto. Gotta do that. On. Gears. Set to nav. Check. Fuel quantity. 13,500. Check. Takeoff data. Set. Barometric reference. Set. Yes. Alright. Well. Oh, and that actually is below the line, I think. Part of the checklist. I was always trying to figure out what the TL and the BL are. Now I think I figured it out. Alright. Alright, we're going to go into the
Passenger's
flight
bus is
plan
coming.
and double check, make sure everything's, or flight clearance actually.
Tahiti Tower, AIRCALIN 631, parking to request clearance to Nadi with information Zulu. AIRCALIN 631, cleared to Nadi, 5 modes of 4 Echo, departure, runway 04, initial climb 3000, then is filed, squawk 6551. Cleared to Nadi via Muslim 4 Echo, departure, runway 04, initial climb 3000, then is filed, squawk 6551, AIRCALIN 631. AIRCALIN 631, redback correct. When ready, contact the heating ground, 121.9. When ready, contact the heating ground, 121.9, AIRCALIN 631.
Alright, so we got runway 4. We're going to go Mhz 4 Echo for our departure. And no transition put in. Okay, we're just checking through here, make sure everything looks right. Mhz, we got the discontinuity, so we'll just clear that out. Then we're flying direct to Atur. Then Bravo 599 for the airway.
Passengers boarding started.
And we will exit the airway at November, which I believe is the over on Navigraphs. That's the VOR for Nadi. Oh, basically just a nice curve, and I'll pull up the chart in a second. We'll clear out this, and then we'll get our we'll put in the arrival once we are up in the air. Actually, we'll put it in right now. Let's do that right now. Make sure we got it all set. I have been known to. We're going to be doing our runway 9. It's going to be a VOR. A little weird. It's a little weird how the arrival's there. That's right, though. Giving me something. Not really a runway selection, which is turning me. Let's go into the flight plan page. Already things are looking a little funky here. Oh, okay, that's the end. Alright. This looks good so far, coming out of Mhz. We get on the airway. Where the concern comes is right here. Flying into interesting. Yeah, I think we'll do. What's weird, I'm kind of Because when I put in the thing for the ATC, it was like there's like a VOR, but it's not really a VOR rival. Here's the chart. You can see there's a CVO. If I add that, it gives us this weird thing that takes us right to the VOR. It doesn't take us to the airport. Oh. Filtering for runway. We're going to be going to runway 1. Runway 1. Runway 9. Let's add that. That makes sense too. I want to do runway 9. That's too short. Runway 9 is not the right runway. We don't want to do that. But we're going to be going... yeah, this is where we want to get the winds. Runway 9's got a good headwind there, but not the one we want. Yeah, see, we're going to have crosswinds, but better to be on, I would say, runway 2 than anything. We're going to go runway 2. Now we have some approaches we can actually do. I think is going to be... There we go. Since we're going into November, okay? November, this nice little loop, easy peasy, looks good. We're gonna have a little bit of crosswind at least currently, but we need that runway length. This is a little bit too short for us. So, that's what we got. We'll go back in here and put that in. That actually will make a little bit more sense. Arrival, runway, localizer 02. A little concerned because we've got 2 Novembers. Drop 1. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's see. Outside looks like everything is finished there. Go to our door page. Doors are all shut. Resupply on. You can see it's white now. Lock the cockpit door. Predictive wind shear on. Okay, barometric reference set. Flight directors both on. You on as well. Disconnect the external power. Pumps on.
Tahiti ground, AIRCALIN 631, parking 2. Request pushback and start up.
AIRCALIN 631, pushback and startup approved.
Pushback and start up approved. AIRCALIN 631.
Alright, before start, below the line checklist. Windows and doors closed. Beacon light on. Thrust levers idle. Parking brake as required.
Hello, Captain.
Before
We
start,
are ready for
below the line
pushback.
checklist complete.
Departure check completed. Bypass pin inserted.
I've never seen this much stuff inserted. Thing. That wire should disappear, hopefully. Sometimes it gets Alright, so we're going to going to the right. Only option.
Locking gear. Release parking brakes. Release parking brakes. Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Alright. Starting engine 2.
Mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue à bord de cet Airbus A330neo d'AIRCALIN.
Veuillez s'il vous plaît nous accorder votre attention pour la présentation des consignes de sécurité.
Vous trouverez également ces informations pleines de couleurs sur la notice de sécurité située dans la pochette du siège devant vous.
Durant le vol, merci de suivre attentivement les instructions de l'équipage.
Assurez-vous que vos bagages et appareils électroniques les plus volumineux sont bien placés dans les coffres à bagages pendant le décollage et l'atterrissage. Vos jouets préférés ou bagages à main de petite taille doivent être placés sous le siège devant vous. Les allées et les issues de secours doivent rester dégagées durant le vol.
Les ceintures de sécurité en classe économie et premium économie s'attachent et se détachent de cette façon.
Set parking brakes.
Et de cette manière en classe business hibiscus. Nous vous recommandons de maintenir votre ceinture attachée lorsque vous n'avez pas à vous déplacer. Si vous voyagez avec un bébé assis sur vos genoux, attachez votre enfant en utilisant une ceinture de sécurité spécifique distribuée par l'équipage. En cas de turbulence, lorsque la consigne lumineuse s'allume, dirigez-vous vers votre siège et attachez votre ceinture. De même, les bébés doivent être maintenus hors des berceaux et attachés sur vos genoux.
Il est strictement interdit de fumer sur tous les vols AIRCALIN, y compris dans les toilettes qui sont équipées de détecteurs de fumée. Et en plus, c'est meilleur pour la santé. L'usage des cigarettes électroniques est également interdit à bord. Avant de vous envoler vers d'autres horizons, les téléphones portables et tablettes doivent être positionnés en
Talk
mode
track disconnected.
avion.
Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
En cas de perte d'un appareil électronique à l'intérieur de votre siège, évitez toute manipulation et prévenez l'équipage. L'utilisation des prises des sièges est interdite pendant le roulage, le décollage et l'atterrissage.
Alright, after start checklist
Il y a 8
anti-ice.
issues de secours sur cet avion.
Ecam status.
Prenez le temps de repérer la sortie la plus proche.
Set.
Attention,
Pitch trim.
celle-ci
Set.
peut
Rudder
être
trim,
située derrière.
0.
L'appareil est équipé de toboggans
Start
et de
checklist.
canots. En cas d'urgence, un marquage lumineux au sol vous guidera vers la sortie. En cas d'évacuation, vous devrez laisser tous vos
Alright, let's
bagages
set
à main
our
à bord.
flaps
En
to
cas de dépressurisation de la
One.
cabine, les masques à oxygène situés au-dessus de votre siège tomberont automatiquement. Tirez sur le masque le plus proche et appliquez-le sur votre visage, à l'endroit de préférence. Passez l'élastique derrière votre tête et respirez normalement.
like our
Ajustez votre masque avant de porter assistance aux autres passagers.
flight controls.
Les gilets de sauvetage se trouvent sous la coudoir centrale en classe Premium Economy et sous votre siège en classe Business Hibiscus et Economy. Si nécessaire, enfilez-le et passez la sangle autour de votre taille. Fixez la boucle et tirez sur la sangle pour la serrer. Une fois à l'extérieur de l'appareil et sur ordre de l'équipage, gonflez votre gilet en tirant sur la poignée rouge. S'il ne se gonfle pas, Soufflez dans les embouts buccaux. Le gilet est équipé d'une lampe qui fonctionnera automatiquement.
Runway 04, AIRCALIN 631.
Alright, taxi to holding point, runway 04.
Si vous entendez l'ordre brace, brace,
App open.
adoptez l'une de ces positions de sécurité.
Notre décollage est proche. Assurez-vous que votre ceinture de sécurité est bien attachée,
Have to double back
votre
on the
tablette et
runway.
le dossier de votre siège redressé. Le commandant de bord et tout son équipage vous souhaitent un excellent vol à bord de cet avion AIRCALIN.
AIRCALIN 631. Contact Tahiti Tower 118.1.
Contact Fiji Tower 118.1, AIRCALIN 631. Fiji Tower, AIRCALIN 631, runway 04, ready for departure. AIRCALIN 631, line up, runway 04. Line up, runway 04, AIRCALIN 631.
Flight attendants, please prepare for takeoff.
Alright, so we're gonna have to double back here to the left. Right clear, left clear. Right before takeoff, checklist, flight controls checked, flight instruments checked, briefing confirmed, flap setting 1 check, V1 V rotate V2 speeds check, ATC set check, ECAM memo, auto brake max, cabin check, takeoff config, no blue. Check. Right before takeoff, checklist complete. Alright, we're gonna go all the way down and use the whole runway. Interesting windsock range there. Alright, before takeoff, below the line, checklist, cabin crew advised, engine mode selected as required, X on. Before takeoff, checklist complete.
AIRCALIN 631, wind 190 degrees at 4 knots, runway 04, cleared for takeoff. Runway 04, cleared for takeoff, AIRCALIN 631.
Clear for takeoff. Stable at 40%. Toga. E1 rotate. Positive right, gear up. Trust to climb. Indent. Okay, we're at our initial climb of 3,000.
Air clear 631. Radar contact. Climate maintained. Flight level 120. Climate maintained. Flight level 120. AIRCALIN 631.
Autopilot engaged. Climb into flight level 120. After takeoff, climb checklist, landing gear up, flaps, retracted, packs on, barometric reference at 101. Takeoff checklist complete. I always get to set my chrono there. Under pressure. Landing lights off above 10,000 feet. Don't need those anymore. And we'll turn off the seatbelt sign, let the passenger get up and roam about cabin. Within reason, of course. Bring our climb up to flight level 00.
Flight level 200, AIRCALIN 631.
Beautiful day out, just a little bit of clouds there by Tahiti, but otherwise incredibly beautiful. Continue our climb to flight level 290. This screen, so
flight level 180, climbing flight level 290.
AIRCALIN 631, radar contact, continue climb, flight level 290.
Continue climb, flight level 290, AIRCALIN 631.
Alright, I'm going to pick up the TAF, terminal area forecast for our airports here. Now we really could put a different one in here because we don't need this one anymore, since we're probably not going to be returning, but it's always good. Not a big deal to have that, and you always have a fourth one. There. What I'm trying to do... Trying to figure out a way I can... My GPS, guys, on the screen. Certain points. Alright, we got the company message there. I was just setting up so that when I step away, I can have, instead of my camera, I can have a little map showing where we're flying. Hopefully that will work.
Flight level 360, AIRCALIN 631.
Okay, what's going on? Hey, continuing to flight level 360, check. Okay, so we got the company message. There's the terminal area forecast. Looking for Nadi. This is from April 6th, 11:14 Zulu. Oh, it's probably looking about 40 minutes old at this point. forecast is from April 6th, 1200 hours to April 7th, 1200 hours. See, our initial forecast here is winds 160 degrees, 5 knots, unlimited visibility, a few clouds at 3,000 feet. Then the forecast for 2,300 hours. We got winds 350 at 10 knots, visibility unlimited, rain showers, scattered clouds 2,000 feet, broken clouds 10,000. Not sure what prob 40 means. Or maybe probability 40%, something like that. Tempo, and this is from 07, so the next hour, you know, and that's 6 hours of forecast. Dang, 5,000. I'm not sure what this means at the bottom here. It's a little confusing. But we can always do. You can also go to the medartaf.com and check out what we got. Kind of decode things. But I'm trying to learn how to read it, and this is a little different. I'm used to seeing like becoming. And I never, some of these, what does that mean? Throw that in. Half. So what we can do is we'll go this. I'll pull it up for you guys as well. Shit. Oh no. Alright, so there's the medar-taf.com. What we can see is that, kind of read it over here, same time. There's a way to kind of, yeah, so this will kind of break it down what we're looking at. So it's between Friday and Saturday. That's what we got right here, 06 to 07, 12 Zulu. I think basically local time we're 12 hours behind or ahead. Right, so that's why we're seeing on here between Friday midnight. Here it's noon to noon on the Zulu time. You got the wind right there, direction 165 knots, visibility 10 kilometers or more, so it's just unlimited. Clouds, few clouds at an altitude of 3,000 feet, so that's what we read. Then from Friday, okay, so that's what FM, from Friday, 1100, again, remember we're 12 hours difference between the Zulu and the local time. 350, 10 knots, exactly what we had there. Again, unlimited visibility, 10 kilometers or more. Light showers and rain, scattered clouds, 2,000, broken clouds, 10,000. Okay, temporarily, that's what this is. 40% chance, okay, temporarily between 7 and, what is this? Between Friday, 12 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Again, it's 12 o'clock, 1800 local time. We got visibility 5 kilometers. Thunderstorms and rain, okay, that's what that is. And then few clouds. Omnibus clouds at an altitude of 1,700 feet because you do have those thunderstorms. We should be, I believe we're avoiding that. Because right now it's 11:14, so it's almost 1,200 Zulu time. Again, remember, the in-game, my sim time does not match real time. Real time, it's the middle, and you know, it's about, I think it's going to be going on 2 or 3 in the morning now in this area of the world. But you can see we're coming up on 1200 Zulu. What's our forecast for 1200 Zulu? Just going to have a little bit of winds. And basically that's going to be for a whole 24 hours there. So here, well, not for 24 hours, until about 11. And then we'll have a little bit of more clouds. So for this, we don't really have to worry about. We'll be way out. Let's check the alternate. Their alternate airport is November Foxtrot, November Alpha. This, again, the same period of time. We got winds 340 at 6 knots, unlimited visibility, few clouds at 2,000 feet. Temporarily, we'll have between 1 o'clock and 6 o'clock. Local time will be 1300 and 1800 in the afternoon. Again, this is not really, doesn't really pertain to us, but there's gonna be thunder. So basically, we're coming in before there's gonna be storms at both. So if we were to be coming in, this would not be a good alternate for this time period, because both of these places are having thunderstorms and rain. You can see the how do you say it? Cumulomnibus. Butchering that, but those are the clouds you get when you have a thunderstorm. You can see these are pretty low, because obviously having a big thunderstorm in that area. We already printed it off, so we're good there on weather. Weather looks good for what we're doing. And we're just about at our cruising altitude. Check our lights, got the strobe on, beacon on, wing light can come off, nav logo light. We'll keep that on. Really don't need it. Is day. Here the engine is kind of spooling down into the cruise. I didn't realize though that this is actually a real life camera on a lot of like newer planes that have the video system, especially like the 787, something like these newer planes. They have the external cameras, and there is one right here, and this is what it looks like. So this is actually not too unrealistic. I believe in the cockpit though it's more black and white. You're not gonna get this, and you also get the sound, but might also be cameras on the wing, that type of thing. We'll probably stay inside the cockpit whenever I do these external views. I really like doing the external views, but you know, different views from the plane. But lately, it seems, especially over, I don't have a limiter for my frames. I haven't downloaded the driver or like any of the programs for the AMD card since I reinstalled Windows. And so, basically, whenever I get to like a flight like this, we're getting 60 frames per second, but it's working the graphics card more than it needs. To be honest, because we really don't need 60 frames. Where I'd like to have 60 frames would be on approach and at the airports. But alas, I'm not London controller over on Twitch, and I don't have a 4090 gaming equipped just insane gaming PC, and then a streaming PC, which is almost as souped up. Broke my pen. Broke my pen. Right, Alright, so off in the distance, up there, we have the Leeward Islands of French Polynesia. I'm not sure if these, on my GPS, if these are the names of the islands, but we got Papeete, Bora Bora, Taha, Tora. I think these are just actually cities. At some point I might do a little bit of time acceleration. I'm not going to jump on it right away because I got a bunch of other stuff I got to get done. So I'm going to step away from time to time. Got a lot of chores. We're bringing in one of the foreign exchange students from our local high school is going to be staying with us for the Easter break here. She's from China, and I want to say, maybe she's not. I was going to say she's from the same area as, no, she is. She's from Hangzhou, so literally same place we used to live. Oh. When she comes, I'll have to ask her again. I think the first time we met, I didn't ask it, but I have to get her to, like, where exactly do you guys, where's your family live in Hangzhou? Because I'm sure I probably rode my bike past where she lived. Because I would ride my bike all over that city. It's a big city, 9 million people, but by Chinese standards, it's kind of a medium-sized city. Lived there for, say, 6 years, Hangzhou proper, and then we still technically lived in Hangzhou, but more like a Hangzhou county kind of thing, metropolitan area, and we were probably 60 miles away from the actual city. The last 2 was living in my wife's hometown. Kind of cool to see. Yeah, so she's gonna be staying with us, and obviously we got the baby boy who's losing his crap lately. We gotta clean the bathrooms, gotta do the laundry. Days off for me or get to stream for a little bit with you guys, and then it's that's, you ask why I don't do VATSIM, or unfortunately I can't stream in the afternoon as much as I'd like to when everyone's actually home. But we're getting that time of year where the afternoon streams are just going to be impossible. Way too hot in the room. This is a second floor room. There's no real... I think this is an addition to the house, and they didn't really do a great job with insulation, and there's no real airflow in here. It's kind of like just an attic. Kind of a finished attic, which is... I'd rather have a finished basement almost. And my plan has been to kind of, we need to upgrade/replace our air conditioning unit, and possibly before we do that, instead of doing that, we're, maybe put in the room units, like the wall ones you see now, which are totally common, incredibly common in China, at least for more. And now I notice them everywhere I go. I see these wall-mounted units, these kind of individual units versus central air. That was my plan to do this year. We have the money to do it, savings. But now I'm looking at doing flight school and that stuff, so that's gonna be put on hold for the moment. And hopefully the air conditioning can hang on for a few years more. Smooth as butter right now. We're doing these flights over the Pacific. Only we can get it when we're flying over cities and into airports. Hey, Josephine! How are you doing this morning? Not much to see. Probably gonna... Well, I'm not gonna do time acceleration just yet. But I am gonna be stepping away quite a bit. Just let the flight get over there. Mostly real time, I guess. It's got a lot of chores got to get done. Actually, could be good to... I also need to do some... actually start making stuff for next few streams. I mean, I've reached the end of all the stuff I got prepared for my streams, and I'm prepared for the next stream thumbnail and stuff like that. now. Make the thumbnail for the next one. Knock that out. We're flying to Fiji right now. Okay, so the next flight we're flying to Samoa. Yep. Yeah, I don't know why I hadn't gotten this prepared because I never get a screenshot. I can never get the Air Fiji or Fiji Airways livery for the 737-800 to load up to work. But now it is, so. Okay, that's all set. That stream will be on. Well, I can't promise when that flight will be because I'm going to be working this Saturday, so that knocks out being able to stream on Saturday, which I was hoping to do. But I do have Sunday off, and we'll see how Monday looks. Possibly we'll fly that flight on Monday, maybe Sunday afternoon, but it is Easter, so I'll probably be busy. But that next flight will be on Fiji Airways in the 737-800. We're flying up to Samoa. And then we'll have a very short little hop. I kind of want to put these two flights together because then we can just do a turnaround situation. Will be kind of cool. We'll just do a turnaround stream. We'll be flying fictional flights, Samoa Airways, or at least fictional as far as the airplane we're using. We'll be using the 737-800. We'll be flying from Samoa over to American Samoa. That'll be about a 20-minute flight. And then American Samoa over to Tonga, there'll be an hour flight. We'll be doing both of them on Samoa Airways. Fiji nearly changed its flag. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, let's check that out. Check that out. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. When you said that, I was like, why would they change their flag? And I was thinking the brown, the thing, which they probably want to change the flag too, or they were thinking of changing the flag too. But I have to always remember that the Fiji flag is actually this guy right here. Hey, the Jesus, or is it Jesus? Welcome in. Good morning. Oh, we got the Fiji flag right up there in the corner. Duh. Because I'm flying to Fiji. Alright. Sounds good. I'll call you Jesus. Figure that's probably what it actually is, right? Well, Josephine over on YouTube, she just, because we tend to get into flags. Last few streams I've been kind of looking at flags and flags that have been changing recently. I think we were looking at the Utah flag, how they're going to get a new flag, which is pretty cool, actually. Bring up the... No, that's not... There we go. So there's the Fiji flag, the current Fiji flag, and what happens? That's the flag they currently have. Guess we gotta... We got some of the pre-colonial flags. Don't look like they're... That looks very... It's pre-colonial, but it still looks like there's some colonial influence or something. Okay, here's the proposals. So I guess they just want to... Like this proposal, they just wanted to add some more. Instead of just having the shield, they wanted to add a little bit more. That. Here's another one. That's a very simple one. I was thinking they were gonna use. I was thinking they were gonna use this one or something with. I was figuring they were gonna have a brown flag with that, like on the tail of the Fiji Airways, like this. Or okay, so let's look at these proposed flags. Got the year. All 2015. Oh, because it was back in right, so February 3rd, 2015, Prime Minister Frank Bainimarama confirmed that the flag of Fiji would be replaced. He announced that a national competition to design the new flag would be held with the aim of hoisting this flag on October 11th, 2015, the 45th anniversary of independence. During the competition, over 2,000 designs were submitted before a final shortlist of 23 was selected by Fiji's National Flag Committee on June 9th. However, on August 17th, 2016, it was publicly announced that the government was abandoning plans to change the flag. The decision was directly caused by the country winning its first ever Olympic gold medal that month, which spurred celebrations using the current flag. They figured, well, why not? Why change it now? Okay, interesting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm surprised at that. I mean, because the new flags all still are very, I mean, it's not an incredible change from what they currently have. I mean, it's still got that blue, but it's getting rid of the Union Jack. I figured they'd have more brown, this brown thing going on. All right, now I'm curious. I want to see like what new flags are out there. Website hasn't been updated in a while though. Unfortunately. Flags.net. Let's see. Also, well, I think Australia will be a republic, and that's when they will replace the Union Jack that is on their flag, which confused people. I always figured New Zealand would be the one to have a new flag first of the two of them. But Australia has a good selection of flags that they could easily move into. Obviously, going with like green and yellow, I would assume is what they would go with, because that's the colors their sports teams, teams use and stuff. It's always a little confusing, but makes sense when, like, oh well, otherwise they'd be blue and red and white like everyone else. Which was it, Australia or New Zealand? I know one of the countries. There are a few countries that are saying it's like they're going to remove Charles III as their head of state and kind of get out of being part of the Commonwealth and all that. Which I guess whenever there's it's kind of weird that it's because of the change in, because of the turnover, change of monarch, that's what's kind of spurring a renewed interest in doing that. I guess a lot of these places just at a certain point are like, oh, well, we can't disrespect Queen Elizabeth or something. Because a ton of countries, you know, became independent. All these countries became independent under Elizabeth mostly, and then became part of this Commonwealth thing, and a number have, over the years, left the Commonwealth as well, and just really got rid of the monarchy and completely. So it is kind of interesting that there's, oh, well, because Charles is king now we're going to do it. And I don't know, I don't follow it closely enough, but it is kind of weird how discontent with Charles III as king. Kind of strange to me, because like what has he done? No one's ever really pointed to anything. Or they do point, you know, or I'll see things that they point to. It's like, oh, well, he's too politically active. But most of the stuff he's politically active with tend to be more liberal things that you would think a lot of people would be happy that he's politically active with. He's nice, you know, he's politically active in, you know, climate change and stuff like that. And, you know, and one of his big things is also curtailing the spending of the monarchy. You know, the amount of money that they spend and that they require from the public. I would think those are a couple of popular things. You know, but then people are like, well, he should be above politics. He should be talking about that stuff. It's like, but he's typically on your, you know, the people that I hear complaining about it are people that are concerned about climate change. It's like, well, wouldn't it be a kind of a big thing if the King of England or the King of the United Kingdom and, you know, the Commonwealth is, you know, on board with that too, going, hey, this is an issue? I don't know. Very interesting. Okay, what am I looking for? Looking for list of national flag proposal. There we go. This is flags in the world. Oh, did I use the wrong flag from Mauritania when we flew? Possibly. Might have been using a number of times. I might have been using wrong flags. I'm wondering. Let's pull this up. Here's the newest flags of the world. And the Mauritania has, this was the one prior to 2017. I feel like this is one I used on my stream, but they actually have this one now. I have to look back. Even Malawi. I feel like I used the older flag. South Sudan had that one because South Sudan is just a flag. Some of these aren't incredibly lithoso. I mean, and most of these I've seen before and I've used on our my trips here. The newest flag in the world is Mauritania, supposedly. I guess I will believe, because this is the World Atlas. Now, what I'm interested in is a list of national flag proposals. Country, holy cow. So here you want to just go down a flag rabbit hole. There it is. You're on Wikipedia. This is for A-land. I think what is A-land? Which one is? They had the what they should have here is they should have the existing flag, because the existing flag is something like this already. Did fly to A-land. Yeah, there it is. Difference. Oh, they flipped the colors around on that one. This is from all time too. You can see this from the here's his flag. The one I'm really interested in is seeing oh, this is very interesting. 1918. Aruba. Okay, so Australia, we were just talking about Australia, right? So here's a number of proposals. The ones I think I've used a few of these flags when I did some Australian flights. Like I was checking out the world updates for Australia. I know I used stuff like this. A lot of these green ones. So yeah, if you're trying to get rid of, that's interesting with the boomerang. I think the green and yellow, something with green and yellow, you can keep the stars, that'd be kind of cool, but then add something else. I think anything with the green and yellow. There's actually a lot more. I was on some page where there was way more alternatives. Like also. Yeah, here you go. Identity crisis. You have all these other places that have basically the same flag, right? Let's see. I'm looking for stuff where it's kind of a local. Here's an independent Bermuda. That'd be something. Lesotho or Sierra Leone vibes, though. Bolivia is not shy about. This is actually. This would be a pretty cool flag to see out there. Bosnia and Herzegovina. Is that what they have now, sort of? Again, you have to remember a lot of these are proposals, and so some of these flags are basically used now. Canada. Oh, this is an interesting one right here. Add the blue stripes. I think probably maybe as a nod to France a little bit. I think, you know, it's the unity flag. Maybe get a little bit more nod to France, Quebec. I liked it. Kind of interesting. Glad they didn't go with it. I think it would kind of ruin the flag a little bit, but I get what he's going for there, Alan Badeau. And maybe that's get that blue in there. Republic of China, all the different proposals for the flag made in 1949. Very interesting steam. Here you got the hammer and sickle on it. Got a few that were like, hey, let's keep basically the flag of the Republic of China and just alter it a little bit. Maybe I think the Republic of China has a number of stars in that field. Something it's a little bit different. Or it might be even that. That might be the Republic of China flag. Right there, you got the hammer and sickle with the stars. Very interesting. Islands. Crimea. Oh, that's Croatia. Croatia has a really cool flag. I love the checker thing going on. The British recognized what we wanted when we colonies back then. Well, we could have grown up in a place similar. Yep. Yeah, we would have had that. Yeah, we would have had that. We would have had the Union Jack, and then we would have had the 13 stripes. Yep, that was an early American flag. Obviously, we got rid of the Union Jack because, well, that. Czech Republic, that's pretty interesting. I believe, was it 1992 when they split between the Czech Republic and Czechoslovakia, or Czech Republic and Slovakia? That's when they were looking at that. Earth flags. Egypt. They're all just, a lot of these are older because they've already been on. Estonia. Estonia have right now. Oh, okay. They got the Baltic style or just the tricolor like that. But here they're like, oh, maybe we're doing more of a Nordic style. Tie ourselves more in with the Nords. With like Finland, Åland, Sweden, Norway. And Denmark, right? There's your Fiji proposals. Finland, again, these are older. France, they're the ones German ones. Pretty cool. Different kind of, Germany's like, hey, let's be Nordic. That would be very interesting. I believe the current German flag, they just went back to what the Weimar Republic had, I believe, which is a flag that's been kind of floating around quite a while before that too. Very interesting. Greenland. Of course, Greenland, I believe, has the red flag with a white, something like that. See, a lot of these places, a lot of these Portuguese places, where they just put the seal and still have the Portuguese flag, but then you have the seal. I'm glad they got away from that. And crap. What keeps happening to my graphics card? Well, that sucks. I can't believe it. It happened again. Ugh. Okay, I don't know what's going on because I'm looking at my task manager. Basically what happens is it just spikes. The heat just spikes on the GPU and crashes it lately. Well, alright, I'm gonna end the stream because I gotta have to troubleshoot this because I've done this twice now and this one broke our flight, which really sucks. And now I'm incredibly frustrated. So thanks for coming in. Let's see, let's finish up the we have in the chat here. Yeah, everything's kind of messed up because there we go. That's so annoying. I've been seeing that a lot of people have been having that. A number of people have been having this issue with the graphics crashing. So, gonna have to look that up. But great, more troubleshooting instead of actually flying and the limited amount of time I get to fly. All right, let's see. Basically, UK's flag with Ireland at that time. Oh, you read that one. The Canadian flag is so unique that if Canada ditched the monarchy and went full democracy, they would not even have to change. Yeah, they don't have to change. Yeah. Well, because when they got independence, they designed a whole flag. They ditched because they used to be the solid red with call it. Well, let's just talk some flags for a while, and then we'll call it a day, I guess. Unfortunately, I guess I'm just gonna have to do some offline flying and see what happens. But yeah, the Canada used to have the. Actually, go back to Canada. There was proposals there. Yeah, basically they used to have this, except without the leaf. I can't believe it crashed again doing that. Hey, Fiji. Hong Kong, that's kind of wild. The Hong Kong flags. Basically, it's that, I think, without the stripes. Ugh. Got no idea why my card's doing that. Because it's not as if. So when I saw that yesterday, when it crashed, And it was the same thing yesterday. It was kind of weird where there was no reason for it because we were just sitting at the gate. There was no reason the GPU should have gone that hot to a point to crash it or crash out Flight Simulator. So it's got to be something else. But yeah, like when I look at my task manager over here, the GPU hovering around 70 degrees. If it gets, if I'm outside the plane and I'm running at 60 frames, usually it'll start heating up, and then the fans will kick in. It'll throttle back a little bit, so the frame rate will go down a little bit. Those situations, pull it off, which is totally fine because again, anything over 30, what we're looking for, especially during cruise, not a big deal. But then, right when it crashed, right when everything froze up, and I don't know what happens on my stream when that happens, but right when that froze up, there's just a massive spike on the GPU temperature until I exit out of Flight Simulator, then it goes back down, and so it's something is breaking at Flight Simulators. I'm wondering when I started seeing these issues being talked about by people. I think it's been in the last week, so. Frustrating. It's so frustrating when you're in the middle of a flight, you're an hour in, almost 2 hours into your flight or whatever, and you're gonna step away and go do other things, then like, well, crashing. So instead of me being able to do the flight, do other things, I'm gonna just have to do other things now and not get this flight in, and really sucks. Alright, well, thanks for coming along. Look for this to be scheduled again. Well, maybe Monday morning. Try to get this flight. Next time I'm off from work. 2 days off, 1 flight in. That's all we get in. So, really, just trying to get this world tour, trying to get through this world tour, and it's really hard when you lose a whole day, because I'm not going to start this now. Everyone's going to start waking up and stuff. So, thanks for coming along. You guys are still here. I don't know if anyone's still here. I don't know what's going on with this stream. Still working. But next stream will be this flight again. We'll have to just restart it. And hopefully I'll by then have figured out what's going on with Flight Simulator and crashing graphics cards and crashing out like that. So thanks for coming along. Sorry about the abrupt end to the stream, but it is what it is, I guess. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care.